That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Reset. 19. 54 Mike. Let's go. Check 43.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slip.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Rivers now to throw on first down. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
180, 390. Hey.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On first down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
79!
Throwing again. Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Rivers again. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson being chased out left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second and 11 now. Watson looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The bet through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit. The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Here's Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
390, hey, 79, 79. 41 to Mike. Hey, 79, 79. Watch the safety.
From the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run it. It's Mack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll go again here with Mack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, easy, easy. Hey, look.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to go up top for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. from the gun. Here's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete. Stills. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. And Stills bringing it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Set 180, 190, alpha! Here we go.
Mike 41, we've got to wedge that, huh?
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, 41's Mike, 41.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just outside his own goal line.
That's it, baby. We're going to run.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Rivers now. And Walker has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run here with Mack. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look to grab a late lead. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. Fourth and goal. Here we go. They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Mike, this is that. 19. You ain't going nowhere. Check 31. Check 30.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On second down, Johnson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the end zone, Watson is going to fire one deep. They've got his man complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
0. 55.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Red Delta! Hey, Red behind!
Now Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Reset. 18. I got you.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Houston, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4 and 2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damages. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up.